The next time you exhale, please exhale your breath all the way out. Take a slow breath in through your nostrils. Out through the mouth, exhale all the way out. Breathe in through the nose, fill all the way up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. In through your nose, fill all the way up. This time, make some noise, let it go, exhale. Stretch your arms over your head, reach up to your fingertips, big breath in. Hands to your heart, side out, let it go. With your eyes closed, hands pressing together, lips sealed, but jaw is unclenched. And start to breathe on your own at your own pace. A chance to feel your breath in your own body. Can you breathe in and out through your nose, please? Trying to maintain the fullness and depth in the breath that you just created. Then adding into that quality of sound that makes the breath more intentional. You can feel the back of the throat vibrate. You can hear the breath fill up space around you and echo off space within you. Sounds like a loud whisper or low growl. Sounds like the distant sound of the ocean. And that sound element is more than just something you hear. You feel it, you're experiencing it with your senses. You can visualize it, you can almost taste it. This quality of breath helps to keep us on the path of intention. So our practice today is one of my kind of favorite themes of practice. Some of you may know that I'm really into comic books and superheroes. This is a big passion of mine. When I was little all the way to now, and who could have ever predicted that the Marvel Cinematic Universe would dominate our pop culture and would make me so happy? That's not our theme, but the practice is about what qualities make a hero. So we have heroes that have powers, that can fly, that have strength. And these help. They definitely aid in heroic acts. But even if someone had these abilities, it takes certain characteristics to become a hero, right? To act on your strengths. And within our practice, we get a chance to hone in on those, develop them, remember that we have them within us already. In my mind, those acts are courage, strength, and resilience, right? Not like physical strength, but perseverance, and compassion, empathy, being willing to help yourself and help others. So our practice today is trying to remember that we are a hero, if not for anyone else, but for ourselves, so that we can be an example for others. Let's work together to remember our courage, perseverance, resilience, and compassion. Exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale for Om. Come forward. Let's come onto our hands and knees, everyone. Thanks for being here today. Spread your fingers nice and wide, hands in the shoulders. Walk your knees in just a little bit closer so that your knees are just forward of your hips. I'm going to shift your weight forward a little bit. And lift your palms up, but keep your knuckles down. And once again, lower the palms down, lift the palms up. We'll do that a few times. Palms down, palms up, palms down, and up. Going 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to come up to our fingertips. Walk your knees in a little bit closer. Notice you don't want your arms, your shoulders back, right? So keep your shoulders right over your hand, over your wrist. Come up to your fingertips, back down to your palms. You really want to push down into the fingertips to lift up. Push and up. It's like doing push-ups with just your fingers. Come up to your fingertips and back to your hands. Going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay on your fingertips, chin to your chest, cat pose your spine, tuck your tailbone, round in. Inhale, cow pose, spin your thighs back, lift into your heart. Exhale, cat pose, chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, cow pose, thighs back and heart lifted. One more time, exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Oh, feels good. Come back to a flat back, bring your hands back down to the ground, and let's turn the palms face up and point the fingers in towards each other. Rock out side to side, wiggle your fingers and roll out your thumbs. Rocking to the left and right a few times. See if you can go a little bit further each time. Press more through your hands each time. And the next time you're over the center, pause. Let's just do 5 kind of push-ups here. Elbows go wide, lower your shoulders to your fingers. Arms extend, squeeze your elbows together. Elbows go wide, lower shoulders to fingers. Arms extend, squeeze elbows together. 3 more. Elbows wide, elbows squeeze together. Elbows wide, elbows squeeze together. 1 more, elbows wide, and elbows squeeze together. Please come onto the palms, point your fingers back to your thighs. Rock forward. Let's take another round of cat-cow. Chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone, lean into it. Shift back, cow pose. Spin your thighs back, lift your heart. Move back, hips to heel. So lean back a little bit. Maybe the palms come up slightly. Yeah. Exhale, cat pose. Chin to chest, rock forward. Inhale, cow pose, hips to heels, rock back. Exhale, cat pose, chin to chest, rock forward. Inhale, cow pose. Lift your chest and sit all the way back onto the tops of your feet, please. All right, so this is a modified version of what's called virasana, hero's pose. In a virasana, your feet are usually wider than your hips. We're going to start here for now. Lean back a little bit, pick up your knees off the ground. Hug your shins in, flex your quads, and see if you can lift your knees up even higher, thighs to it. It's okay if you can't. Just work on pressing down and hugging in, keeping the legs active. We'll hold for 3, 2, ooh, it feels good. And then 1, lower the knees back down. Let's come forward onto our hands and knees, please. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Reach your left arm out to the left. Stretch out through your left fingertips. Spread your left arm underneath you. Land on the back of your left shoulder. You're going to press to your right hand and twist. Maybe walking your right fingertips to the top of the mat for a deeper twist. Keep reaching through your left fingertips as you roll your right rib cage back. Place your right hand back down right in front of your face, and let's come up to a supported side plank on the right side. Push down through your right hand, lift your left arm up to the sky. Reach forward through your left fingertips. Big stretch here. And step your left foot all the way forward to the top of the mat. Good. Reach forward through your left hand. Circle your left arm up. Reach it back and grab your right foot. Give it a good squeeze here. Heel to bum squeeze. Release the right foot. Circle the left arm all the way back around. Straighten your left leg. Flex your toes. Move your hips back. Push your butt towards your right heel. Get it as close as you can. Butt's right. Okay, and then we'll come forward again. Reach your left arm forward. Circle it up. Reach back. Grab your right foot and squeeze your heel to your bum. Release the back foot, reach forward. Maybe this time you pick up your back knee. Straighten your legs, flex your toes, look back. Inhale, rock forward. Left arm circles forward, up, and reach back to grab your foot. Give it a good squeeze. And release the foot, reach forward, pick up the back knee, straighten your legs, squeeze. Pressing your hands a lot, dome your upper back, then start to swing your left leg up and back to a three-legged dog. And bend your left knee, squeeze your heel to your bum. Extend your left leg all the way back out. Keeping the left leg lifted, bend your left knee, squeeze your heel to your bum. One more time, extend your left leg up, lift it higher, and squeeze your heel to your bum. Keep that, bring your thigh into your ribs, rock forward, bring your left knee to tap your left shoulder, please. Stretch your left leg back, stay in plank pose, and lower, then stretch your left leg back up to the sky. Okay, and again, bend your left knee, squeeze your thigh to your ribs, rock forward, tap your left knee to your left arm. This time, lower your left knee down to the ground. Okay, left knee down, lift your right leg up, reach your left arm forward, and circle your left arm up and back to grab your right foot. Give it a nice little kick, open your heart. 3, 2, and 1. Extend it back out and place both hands and knees back down on the ground. Reach your right arm out to the right, please. Spread your right arm underneath you and land on the back of your right shoulder and the right side of your head. Walk your left fingertips forward and twist. Reach to your right fingertips, roll your left rib cage back. Breathe for just a couple breaths. Nice twist. Let's place the left hand back in front of the face. Push down, tip your right arm up to the sky. Supported side plank on the left side. Reach the right arm forward. Big stretch to the right side body. And step your right foot all the way to the top of the mat. Please keep reaching forward through your right fingertips. Lunge, stretch. Right arm circles up, reaches back and grabs your left foot. Give it a nice squeeze here. Oh, feels really good. Release the right foot, release the left foot, reach the right arm forward and straighten your right leg. You can place the hands down, flex your toes, flex your quads, pull your hips all the way back towards your left heel. That's it. Good, Jamie. Inhale, rock forward, right arm circles up, circles back, grab a hold of your left foot and squeeze. Release the back foot, reach forward. This time you can lift your back knee up, straighten your legs. Flex your toes. Flex your quads, drop your gaze. Rock forward and lunge, circle the right arm up, reach it back and grab your foot. Squeeze your heel to your bum. Release the foot, circle right arm forward, pick up your back knee and straighten your legs. Look back, drop your gaze. You're looking back at your left big toe. Push through your hands, take your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Please keep your right leg lifted, bend your knee, squeeze your heel to your bum, then re-extend your leg, maybe it goes a little higher. Again, bend your right knee, squeeze your heel to your bum, re-extend the right leg, maybe it goes a little higher. Nice active extension. One more time, bend your right knee, squeeze, and this time keep the knee bent, pull your thigh into your ribs, rock forward, bring your knee into your arm. Okay, stay in plank pose, stretch the leg out. Take it up and back, three-legged dog. Just doing it in pieces. This time we'll change it up. Bend your knee, squeeze your heel to your bum. Pull your thigh into your ribs. Rock forward, tap your knee to your arm. Then lower your right knee down to the ground. Lift your left leg up, reach your right arm forward. Circle your right arm up and back to grab your left foot. Kick the foot into your hand. Lift your chest. Clasp the left foot with the right hand. 3, 2, try not to snap it to let it go. Extend it back out. Right arm reaches forward, left leg reaches back. Bring both hands and knees back down to the ground. Lean forward, lower your chest and chin down to the ground. Slide forward, Cobra Pose. Pull your heart forward. Good, Shanti, elbows in, elbows in. Take it back. Up onto your hands and knees. Let's do that again. Make sure that whenever we lower down into a chaturanga or any chaturanga action, our elbows are never going to go wide. We don't want this action. It's not very friendly on the wrists or the shoulders. So as opposed to going wide, our elbows are going to come into the ribs. Lean forward, elbows to your ribs, your chest and chin comes down. Elbows in. Yeah, that's it. Slide forward, Cobra Pose. Stretch your toes back, press your feet down, pull your heart forward. For Tiffany, exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Shake out your shoulders a little bit. Shake out your hips, please. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. We're gonna walk the splits forward. Step your left foot just forward of your right foot, okay, so that your left heel is just barely in front of your right big toe. And you don't have to cross the midline, just sort of taking it forward and to the left, okay? Right leg lifts up like a standing split. Then you're gonna step your right foot just forward of your left foot. Right heel just past your left big toe. Do that about 2 more times. Left leg lifts up. Left foot steps forward to the right foot. Right leg lifts up. Right foot steps forward to the left foot. 1 more time. If you have to come onto your fingertips or use blocks, that's fine. Left leg lifts up. Left foot steps between your hands. If you don't have blocks, use books, soup cans, use what you got. A chair. Right leg lifts up. Step right foot next to left foot. Bend your knees a little bit. Inhale, lift up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. You're going to stretch the bottom of your heart forward, so much so that you start to lean forward a little bit, as if you were about to fall all the way forward. Right, maybe come up to your tiptoes and just play around with the balance there. So a good practice of remembering your courage. Hug your shins in, spin your thighs back, pull your butt to the sky, stretch your heart forward. All right, everyone. Exhale, lower your heels, drop your nose to your knees, fold it. Rise to standing, take your arms up. Big stretch up to your fingertips. Grab your left wrist, side bend to your right side. Nice lateral stretch. Make sure you're not feeling this or dumping your weight into your low back. So belly in, glutes engaged, side bend. Pick it up. Second side, grab your right wrist, side bend to your left side. Inhale, back up through center, please. Cactus your arms, take your elbows wide and back. Lift up into your chest. Let's find chair pose. Arms up, hips back. Hug your shins in, spin your thighs down, squeeze your glutes, scoop your tailbone, get low and fold forward. Nice, everyone. Inhale, lift up halfway. I'm gonna plant the hands, step or hop back to chaturanga. Make sure if you're jumping back, you land with bent elbows and continue through your vinyasa. Step or hop back. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more of those walking splits. Please lift your right leg up, lift your inner right thigh. Try not to tilt your hips. Right foot steps just forward to the left foot. Left leg lifts up. Left foot steps just forward to the right foot. Right leg lifts. Right foot steps forward to the left. Left leg lifts. Left foot steps forward to the right. 1 more time. Right leg. Steps between the hands. Left leg. Steps next to the right foot. Inhale, lift up halfway. Lift up to your tiptoes if you can. Hug your shins in. Spin your thighs back. Stretch your chest forward. Good, Aaron. Exhale, drop your heels, nose to knees, fold in. Rise up, arms to the sky. Cactus the arms, open the heart. Chair pose, please. Hug your shins in, spiral your inner thighs down. Squeeze into your glutes, draw the belly in, get low. Exhale, forward fold. Nice, Tiffany. Inhale, lift up halfway. If you're jumping, you will land in chaturanga with bent elbows. Step or hop back, chaturanga. Cobra Pose, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up to your toes, please. Bend your knees, look forward. Lightly step or hop to the top of the mat, feet between the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Hands to your heart, exhale. Take it to chair pose. Bend your knees, drop your hips, get really low. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Plant the hands, step or hop back, chaturanga. Cobra pose, downward facing dog. Please lift your left leg to the sky. Bring your knee into your chest and step your left foot between your hands. Spin your right heel down, rise, warrior one. Inner right thigh spins back. Squeeze the glute on the right side, stretch through your legs. Release the hands down, take it back, chaturanga. Lower, cobra pose, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, bring your knee into your chest, step your right foot between your hands. Spin your left heel down, rise up, warrior one. Inner left thigh spins back, squeeze the glute, lunge, release the hands down, take it back, chaturanga. Cobra pose, or upward dog, shoulders back, hips and heart forward, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up to your toes. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Chair pose, inhale. All right, this time, hold that chair pose, shins and thighs down. We're gonna get low. Drop your hips. Keep going, keep going, keep going. As low as you can, hold it. 3, 2, lower your butt to the ground. 1, poke pose. Lift your feet up, point your toes to the sky. Squeeze your thighs together. Okay, we're gonna tap the toes to the ground, tap. Then squeeze your thighs into your ribs. Squeeze, re-extend the legs. Toes tap the ground, pull your thighs to your ribs, squeeze, re-extend your legs. Again, tap, pull your thighs to your ribs, squeeze, and extend. 2 more like that, tap, thighs to ribs, squeeze, extend. 1 more time, tap, thighs to ribs, squeeze, extend, hold it. 3, 2, lower slowly back, Ardha Navasana, shoulders and legs lifted, squeezing thighs together. Nice, everyone, hold it. Hold it, keep squeezing. Curl up, thighs to ribs. Extend your legs up and lower back, Ardha Navasana. 3, 2, 1, curl up, thighs to ribs. Extend. 1 more time, lower back, Ardha Navasana. Pick it up, thighs to ribs. Now, as best you can, try not to use your hands. Place your feet down, pick your hips up, back into a little squat position. Hands down, fingers spread wide, knees to the arms, crow pose. Use that core work you just did. Pull your thighs to your ribs, hug your forearms in, pick up your feet if you can, squeeze your heels to your bum. It's okay if your feet aren't coming off the ground. Just do your best. Rock forward, hug your forearms in, round through your back. Pull thighs to ribs, squeeze heels to bum for 3, 2, and 1. Take it back, chaturanga. Cobra pose, downward facing dog. Nice job, everybody. In through your nose, out through your nose. Inhale, lift up to your toes. This time you're gonna land your feet wider than your hands. Hop forward, feet wider than your hands, squat. Land softly. Heels in, toes out. Let's take the arms up to the sky. Spread your fingers wide, then close your hands into a fist. Let's go open, close for 10. 9, you can go a little faster. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold, sweep the arms back, interlace your hands behind your back, and squeeze your palms together, please. Drop your head, drop your gaze. Make your legs nice and active. Tone your thighs, lift your kneecaps. Spin your inner thighs back, broaden your hips. Press through your feet, stretch through your chest, stretch through your knuckles. Place your hands back down to your low back and slide the hands all the way down towards the ground. Let's take a crow pose one more time. Actually, no, let's do something different. So you're gonna take the feet nice and wide back down into a squat. Look forward for a second. Here's what we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on what's called our Lowell Asana. Let's do this first. From your squat position, you might wanna lean forward onto your hands a little bit, but if you don't have to, then don't. Okay? Lift your hips up. You're gonna drop your right knee to tap the ground. Let's do that now. Everyone, right knee taps. Just pick the right knee back up. Left knee taps the ground. Pick it back up. Right knee taps the ground. Pick it up. Left knee taps the ground. Pick it up. So thus far, I've been lifting my heel. Can you keep your heel down this time? Right knee taps the ground. Pick it up. Ross, try taking your feet wider, a lot wider. Left knee taps the ground. Pick it up. One more time. Right knee taps the ground. Good. And left knee taps the ground. Very nice. Okay. So now that Asana, walk your hands forward. Bring both knees down to the ground. Untuck, keep your toes tucked, sit back onto your heels. Okay, here's what this is gonna look like. You're just gonna stay here for a second. In a second, you're gonna sit back onto the tops of your feet, place your hands down right next to your knees. You'll lean forward, press through your hands around your spine. You can watch first. Then I'm gonna pull my thighs up into my ribs and we're gonna hold it. It's just like a crow pose, only the feet are on the ground and the arms are straight. Okay, now we'll do it together. Go ahead and untuck your toes if they're still tucked. Sit back onto your heels, okay? Place your hands, let's say this. In my mind, the further your hands are forward, usually a little bit easier it gets. So let's try to negotiate somewhere between, it being really easy and us remembering how strong and resilient we are, us trying to be our own personal heroes. Walk your hands back, let's say about mid-thigh or so. That's gonna be pretty challenging. So if you wanna take your hands further forward, please do so, but I would encourage about mid-thigh. Press through your hands, lean forward, everybody, okay? Now notice my elbows are already starting to bend. I'm gonna press and extend the arms, even as I lean forward. Push into the tops of your feet, straight arms, lift your thighs to your ribs. Hold it, 3, 2, good, Aaron, lift thighs even more, 2, and 1, lower your knees back down. Shake it out, lean back, lift your knees up. We'll do that again. Here we go. Hands down, maybe about mid-thigh. Lean forward. We're gonna spice it up a little bit. Straight arms, lift your thighs up. Thighs to ribs. Pick up your right foot this time for 3, 2, 1. Lower your right foot, lower your shins down. Sit back, shake it out. Lift your knees up. Ready for one more? Here we go, last one. Hands come down right alongside the thighs. Lean forward, straight arms. Ready, lift your thighs up. Lift your left leg up, squeeze heel to bum, thighs to ribs, 3, 2, 1, lower it down. All right, nice job, shake it out. This time, walk your hands back with your palms up. Lean back into your hands. I think that's more exciting than having just done another round of crow pose. All right, and let's see, we can even throw in our crow pose here as we make our way back to downward facing dog. If you choose to come forward and take one more crow pose you can. Otherwise, just step back, right? And we'll go into downward facing dog your way. Good, Tiffany. Try to use those Asana qualities if you're there. Heels to bum, thighs to ribs, press to your arms. When you're ready, downward dog. All right, take a deep breath in, my friends. Side out exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg high to the sky. Bring your left knee into your chest. Step right between your hands. Crescent lunge, rise up, arms to the sky. Pause for a moment, please. Take a moment just to really engage actively, intentionally into your legs. Tone your thighs. Lift the inner right thigh up to the sky. Broaden the back of the right hip. Wrap your left hip back and under, then squeeze into your glutes a little bit. From the center of your hips, push out through your feet and deepen your lunge. Very good. We're going to turn to our right, coming into a wide-legged squat. Spin your right heel down, hands to your heart. Heels squeeze together, thighs move apart. Check in with the movement of the pelvis. If your hips are having an anterior tilt, please reverse it or create more of a posterior tilt. Scoop the tailbone under as you draw thighs to hips. Press out from your hips down into your feet. Squat a little bit deeper. We're now going to come up onto our right tiptoes and spin the right knee down to the ground to face forward. Asana. Right knee spins down. Kneeling lunge, arms up, facing the front of the mat. Good, my friends. Reach up, stretch back, reach to your fingertips, open your heart. Place the hands down on the ground, or right hand down on the ground. Open your left arm up to the sky, side plank to the right side. You can stay here or step your left foot back for a wild thing. Press to your left foot, squeeze into the right glute. This is a big movement. You're gonna look down at the top of the mat and take your left foot all the way forward, back to the top of the mat, and come into warrior 3. Float your right leg up, sweep the arms back. Virasana 3. A lot of coordination and core work to get there. Once you're there, really strengthen your standing leg. Flex your thigh muscle and lift your outer left hip a little bit higher. Lift your inner right thigh more, squeeze the glute. Stretch through your legs, stretch through your heart. Bend your right knee. With your right hand, grab a hold of your right foot and stand up. Keep holding on to your right knee. This is a little bit tricky. Hey, do your best. Bend your left knee and lean forward. Take your right knee as close as you can to your left ankle. For 3, 2, 1. Step your right foot way back, Skandasana. Right knee bends. We're still having fun here. We're gonna take a little bit more into the inner rotation work, into our hamstrings, into our hips, lower your butt down to the ground here. Butt comes down. You can use your hands if you need to. And now you're sort of in this seated Skandasana. Please spin your right knee down to the ground again. Let's fold over our left leg. Slide the hands out. Toes are flexed. Glutes are engaged. Keep pressing your right knee down as best you can. You can always take little adjustments to get there. Good, Ross. Turn your left toes up to the sky, though. Front foot. Yeah, that's it. Walk your hands in, everybody. This is a little bit weird still, too. We're going to come up and sit onto the top of the right ankle. Press to your hands, lift your butt up. Shift your butt on top of your right ankle. Nice. Very good. You got it. Breathe. Here we go. Walk your hands in even more. Press into your right shin. Take your arms up. A little bit of balance here. Bring your left knee into your chest. Pick up your left foot. Woo, stretch your left leg out in front of you. 3, be courageous. Be bold. 2, here we go. Place your left knee down next to your right knee. Very good. Hands come to your low back. Lift up into your heart just for a breath. And release it all the way down onto your feet. Place your hands down in front of you. Slide your hands forward. Slide forward, Cobra Pose. Downward facing dog. Please lift your right leg up to the sky. Lift it up, stretch it back. Bring your right knee into your chest. Step between your hands. Rise up, Crescent Lunge. Inner left thigh lifts. Outer right hip wraps back and under. From the center of your hips, push down into your feet to deepen your lunge. So rather than driving your hips forward or down, which has a lot of effect on the notation of the pelvis, we're stretching through the legs, pushing through the feet, rather than pushing through the front of the hips. We see the difference, hopefully, right? Draw your belly in, lift the front of the hips up, squeeze into your left glute. Ready? From your hips, push down to your feet to deepen your lunge. Try to keep the pelvis neutral. So good, friends. Spin your left heel down, come into that goddess squat. Heels in, toes out. Squeeze your heels together. Once again, lifting the front of the hips, scoop the tailbone under slightly. Thighs going wide, sit a little nice, Aaron, good. Sit lower, good, Shanti. Please spin your left knee down to the ground, face forward, Anjaneyasana. Asana. Left knee comes down, arms come up. Deepen your lunge, stretch, same thing. Press through your feet rather than driving your hips down. Side plank to the left side. Left hand comes down, right arm goes up. Step your right foot back to your left foot, even behind you for a wild thing. Left glute engaged, reach through your fingers, open and stretch. Now it's really fun transition, requires a lot of coordination and core. As slowly as you can with control, push through your left hand a lot, reach through your right fingertips. Your right foot is gonna step forward to the top of the mat, land softly. As soon as it lands, you pick up your left foot, left leg, warrior three. Okay, standing leg strong, right quadricep flex. Lift your inner left thigh, lift your outer right hip. Very good. From your hips, expand out through your legs, through your heart. And go ahead and bend your left knee with your left hand, reach back and grab your left foot. Stand up. Heel to bum squeeze. Squeezing your heel to your bum. Lean forward, bend your right knee. Bring your left knee as close to your right ankle as you can. Step your left foot back, Skandasana. Left knee bending, right leg extending. Nice job. Keep squeezing your heels together. Your left knee is bent, your right leg is straight. Lower your butt to the ground. Spin your left knee down and fold over your right leg. Take your time. Takes a few extra movements to get there. That's okay. Right leg out in front of you. Left leg nice and active. Both legs nice and active. Flex your quads. Good, Ross. Tuck your left foot back rather than in front of you. You're good, Jamie. Just Ross, yeah. Not underneath you, Ross, but like back to the outer part of your left hip. Slowly come up onto your hands. Lift your butt up and shift your weight to sit on top of your left foot. Very good. And walk your hands in more. Push into your left shin. Lift up. You're going to pick up your right knee. You can have your hands out or hands at your hips, wherever you find better balance. Here we go. And maybe extend that right leg out. Remember your courage, but also remember to be compassionate. If it feels too dangerous or unstable, find a way to express yourself here without causing tension or injury. Here we go. Right knee comes down next to your left knee. Nice job, friends. Hands to your low back. Lift up into your chest. Open into your heart. Sit all the way back down onto your heels. So good, everyone. Slide forward. Let's come into Sphinx Pose this time. Come onto your forearms. Drop your hips. Lift your chest. Heart forward. Bend your left knee. With your left hand, reach back, grab your left foot, and pull your heel down to your outer hip, please. So you're going to use your fingers Maybe spin them over your toes so your elbow points up at the sky. It's kind of tricky. If you start by grabbing the inner edge of your foot, the big toe side of your foot, pull your heel down to the outer part of your hip. All right, then I'm going to spin my fingers forward over the toes and point the left elbow up to the ceiling. It's a lot of movement in your shoulder, so not all of us probably will feel comfortable doing that. Just do your best. Keep your chest up. Press to your right forearm. Don't let your chest drop. That's it. Melissa, can you bring your knees a little closer together? That's it. And let's switch sides. Release the left foot. Bring your left forearm down. Notice, my friends, that we don't want our chest to drop here. Keep your chest up. Keep the back bend. Right knee bends. Reach back with your right hand. Grab your right foot. Pull the heel down into your outer hip. If you grab the big toe side of your foot first, pull the heel down, then spin your fingers forward and point your elbow up. You might be able to do it. It's a lot of action in the shoulder, so don't force it. Just remember to be compassionate. We're building towards what's called Hero's Pose, virasana. Along that journey, we're reminded that courage is just our way of replacing fear with knowledge. Compassion is our way of keeping our practice safe and steady and stable. Resilience is our way of persevering, remembering our strength. Release your back foot. Back to Sphinx Pose. Pull your heart forward, lift both elbows up, and then lower yourself right back down. Hands down, Cobra Pose. Downward facing dog, exhale. Let's see if we can get through our little flow one more time. Please lift your left leg up to the sky. Step your left foot betwixt your hands. Listen carefully, adding on a little bit of a twist here for fun. Circle your left arm up first. As you come up, your left arm will come back to your right thigh. Your right arm will reach up and back. Now turn to your right, come into your squat. Heels in, toes out, hands to your heart. Spin your right knee down, face forward. Take your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Place the right hand down, take the left arm to the sky, wild thing. Turn to your right, step your left foot back. Press to your feet, lift to your hips, reach to your fingertips. Come back to warrior three. Softly press to your right hand a lot. Draw your belly in. Left foot steps forward. Warrior three, stand up. Reach back with your right hand, grab your right foot, stand all the way up. Ready, bend your left knee, drop your right knee as close to the heel or even the ground as you can. Step your right foot back, Skandasana. Right knee bends, left leg extends. You're gonna keep this exact same shape in the legs. Lower your butt to the ground, seated Skandasana. The leg shape doesn't change. Spin your right knee down, fold over your left leg. Walk your hands in, pick up your hips and sit on top of your right ankle. Take your arms up, press into your right shin. Balancing on your right shin, bring your left knee into your chest. Woo! Okay, ready? Stretch your left leg out in front of you. This is just for fun. It's a good way to practice getting more core integration. And then bring your left knee and meet your right knee. Yeah. Nice, Alex. Separate your feet. Drop your butt down between your heels. It's okay. I have to always hold myself up the first couple times I do it. I have a little bit of a tightness in my knees. Maybe you're doing the same thing. It's okay if your knees go a little bit wide, but try not to force them too much wider than your hips. But two are towards the ground. 3, 2, 1. Slide the hands forward, Cobra Pose. Pull your chest forward, stretch your legs back. Downward facing dog. One last time, right leg to the sky. Right knee into your chest, step between your hands. Take your right arm up for a twist, and then just keep pulling the right arm up and back. Right hand to your left thigh, left arm up. Crescent lunge with the twist. Take your right arm back up to the sky. Spin your left heel down. Squat, heels in, toes out. Bend your knees, hands to your heart. Let's turn back to face the front of the mat. Spin your left knee down. Take the arms up, Anjane Asana. From your hips, push out through your feet, reach back through your fingertips. Right into our wild thing. Left hand down, right arm to the sky. Step your right foot back. Squeeze your left glute and stretch. Right fingertips reach up and over your head. Maybe they even tap the ground. Now with control, your right foot will come all the way back to the top of the mat. Take your time, move with control. Get there in as many steps as you need to. Right foot forward, left leg lifted, warrior three. Chest is lifted, legs are strong. Bend your left knee, reach back with your left hand, grab your left foot. Stand all the way up. Ready, rebend your right knee. Drop your left knee as close to your right ankle as you can. You might even tap the ground. Step your left foot back, Skandasana. Seated Skandasana. Keep your legs in the same shape. Lower your butt to the ground. You can always use your hands for support. Nice, Melissa, you got that. Now spin your left knee down and fold over your right leg, please. Pick up your hips, sit all the way on top of your left foot. Take your arms up, lift up onto your left shin, lift your right leg off the ground. Any arm variation that you need for balance. Ready, be courageous. Stretch your right leg out. Hold and breathe for 3. 2. And 1. Right shin next to the left shin. Sit back between the heels this time. So what I can do here is roll my calves out a little bit and then sit back between my feet. You might want to or need to do the same thing. Great, so from here, make sure I don't lose the camera angle. We're gonna maybe walk our hands back a little bit. Come down onto your forearms. All right, if you're starting to feel pain in your knee, you've gone too far, okay? Make sure you're maintaining action in the legs, your thighs are flexed, even your glutes are a little bit engaged. If you feel okay here, feel free to take it lower, come down onto your back. Once again, if you feel pain in your knees, you know you've gone too far. 3 breaths. Try to stretch out through the tops of the thighs, knees pull forward and down. 1 more breath. When you're ready, slowly press into your elbows, come back up. Take your time, move nice and slow, walk your hands forward. Sphinx pose, come all the way down onto your hips. Got a little helper here. Come down onto your forearms, stretch your legs back. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. You might lift up onto your elbows if there's a dog trying to lick you. Yeah, there you go. Nice, my friends, lower all the way down. Hands next to your chest. Tuck your toes. Press up, plank pose. Take it back, downward facing dog. Bring your left shin forward, pigeon pose, left side. Slide your right leg back, sit up nice and tall. And when you're ready, you can either, since we're kind of open for it, bend your right knee and reach back to grab your right foot, or fold in, drop down onto your forearms or extend your arms out. Either option's fine. If you have that back foot, try spinning your fingers over your toes again, pointing your elbow up. You want to take it into a back bend, you can. Take one more breath wherever you are. And we'll release the foot if you have it. Everyone stretch out, get really long. Sit onto your right hip, please, and sweep your right leg. Sit onto your left hip, please. Sweep your right leg all the way around. Options, bring your right foot, bring your left foot to your right thigh. Option 1. Option 2, for a little bit of a deeper stretch, bring your left ankle to your right hip flexor. You can stay right here, fold in if you want. Maybe this is enough of a stretch for you, wherever you are, foot on the ground or ankle over your thigh. Either one is fine. If you want to reach back with your left hand and grab your left big toe, you can. Good. Nice, Melissa, really close. Holding in if you'd like for just a few breaths. Remember, legs are active here. Tone your thighs. Squeeze your glutes. If you have the little bind, release it. Slowly come up. And let's just switch sides. Take your right shin forward. Take your left leg back. Pigeon pose. Tone your thighs. Squeeze your glutes. Stretch out through your legs. Lift into your chest. Fold in if you'd like, or reach back with your left hand and grab a hold of your left foot. If you want to turn it into a back bend, you can. So we'll just grab your left big toe and turn your elbow in and up. Nice, Alex. Scissor your thighs together. Breathe. Ross, really good, but drop your chin, lift your chest instead. That's it. When you're ready to release it, you'll stretch everything out. Get really long. Release the spine. Good. Sit onto your right hip. Sweep your left leg all the way around. You can either bring your right foot to your left thigh. It's Jani Shirshasana. Or cross your right ankle over your left thigh, maybe all the way up into your left hip flexor. Right hand reaches back to grab the right foot optionally. Technically, you'd want your knee to be down here. That's according to the rule book, but the rules are meant to be broken, in my opinion. Reach forward and fold in. Make sure you're not feeling pressure in your knee, but you should be feeling this in your hips, hamstrings, and glutes. If you feel too much pressure in your knee, you may want to consider modifying the pose so that you're a little more compassionate to yourself. If you have the little bind, release it, walk your hands forward. And then slowly come up, stretch both legs out in front of you, please. Ooh, shake it out. Bend your knees, place both feet down on the ground. Wrap your hands around your shins and curl in nose to knees. Take a breath here. Reach down and grab your big toes and start to slide your feet forward out in front of you, holding on to your big toes. Keep your toes together, pull your pinky toes back, press your feet forward, push your hips back, and work your way into your forward fold. Tone your thighs, spiral your inner thighs down. And slowly come up, roll down onto your backs, bring your knees into your chest. Stretch your right leg out in front of you, take your left leg up to the sky. Let's twist over to the right side, left foot to the right. If you want to reach down with your left hand and grab your right foot, you can. You don't have to, but you can. It's an extra quad stretch. And we'll release the right foot if you are holding on to it. Take your left leg back up to the sky. Stretch your left leg out. Bring your right knee into your chest. Stretch your right leg up to the sky. Take your right foot in your left hand and twist right foot to the left. Reach down with your right hand if you can, if you want to, and grab your left foot. Stretch your quadricep, thigh muscle. A couple of breaths here. Release the left foot. Take your right leg back up to the sky. And let's bring the left leg up. Last pose together. Happy baby. Thighs pull wide and down. Rock it out. 3, 2, and 1. Release the feet. Stretch out your arms and your legs. Shavasana. Really nice job today, everybody. Lie back and relax. Please breathe. Breathe softly, with ease. Notice if your mind is drifting or wandering to what's next. Let this be enough right now. You can stay on your back as long as you'd like. You're in the comfort of your own home. Welcome to continue to reflect on your strength, your courage and compassion. When you're ready to move, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your wrists and your ankles. Stretch out your arms and your legs. Please take a deep breath in. Let it go. Bring your knees into your chest and rock your way up to seated. With your hands together at your heart, please close your eyes. Sit up tall. Just a reminder that we are all capable of being heroes, or at least having those qualities which make heroes come to life. We have the ability to be compassionate to ourselves, to others. We have the ability to be courage, which is just supplanting fear with knowledge. That's what courage hopefully becomes for us. And then we have the ability to be resilient, to stay strong, not just physically, but emotional and mental fortitude as well, which we hopefully cultivate through our continued practice of discipline and action in our practice. So thank you again for being present here and for sharing your energy. Let's close with one Om. Exhale your breath out. Inhale for Om. The light within me honors the light within you. May that light shine brightly for us all. Thank you for practice. Thank you so much, everyone. Great job today. I really appreciate you joining me with these practices. They bring so much joy into my world, and I hope that you feel the same way. As always, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me, Stephen Arcos Yoga on Instagram, on Facebook, on my website, all of it, Stephen Arcos Yoga. You can email me, Stephen at Stephen Arcos Yoga. Yeah, find me, reach out. I would love to have the ability to contact everyone. So if you're not receiving emails from me, please send me an email or send me your email now so that I have this way to stay in touch as we move forward into the coming weeks. And I have to maybe change the way we practice. We'll see, maybe not. So yeah, please reach out so we can stay connected. Thanks, everybody.